spring and was coaching there.
Well,
I think high school, maybe high school.
I mean, being a manager is tough enough, but being a pitching coach on guys that you don't see only every summer, and, you know, everybody I know has their, you know, this guy comes with the understanding he's going to get this many innings, and we don't want to overwork this guy, and it's tough. But, I mean, he seems to really, I mean, like I said before, we've had really good luck. Brock was a tremendous pitching coach when he was here, and Nate's taken over and done a fantastic job.
And I think it's just him and Eli. I hear him, they talk a lot.
Yeah.
Like, not just in the game, but, like, on after games and all that.
Now, Eli, when he was a high school player, and I know in college he was primarily a pitcher, but in high school he was a pitcher and a catcher, and fantastic at both. Which does he, like, feel more comfortable? Does he advise pitchers more, the catchers? What does he feel like? You know, I know he's the overall manager, but you know, if he's gonna specialize on one, which one would you think he would go to or gravitate towards?
Probably pitching. I just know that he you know, with Nate, he trusts him, and then we have Chris Sabalas, he's the catching guy, so you know, he really just lets them do their things, and you know, he just overlooks it all. And just, you know, this.
He's covered on both apps. He's got specialists for both, but you know, and he's got a big game. Is it tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow we play Menlo School, 4 p.m. at Clancy Field in Roseville,
and that is for the Division III or Division IV NorCal Championship.
Division III.
Okay. And that would be his. Now, did they win last year, or did they finish second in the NorCals?
Roseville?
Yeah.
We were runner-up.
Runner-up, okay.
Yes.
So this is their second straight appearance in the NorCal champ. That is just an amazing job.
Oh, man.
That is just amazing. You must be so proud.
Oh, very, and of the kids too.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a strike two and one of a program. I mean, he talked about it when he was up here, and I told him, I said, you know, I've done some football. High school football, and some of the programs like Casa Roble. A couple of years ago, they were down, and they have really used community, and they are way up now. And he's done the same thing with Roseville in baseball, I think.
Yeah.
There's another strike.
I mean, with 4 schools in Roseville, I mean, it's
it's tough.
It is tough. I mean, it's really tough. I mean, Oakmont, I mean, a couple years ago, I think they won.
Oh, they were fantastic with T.J. Nichols, right?
Yeah, correct.
And the other 2 schools, I mean, Wood Creek and West Park, fantastic schools.
Yeah, I mean,
call strike 3. Well, Ray Garcia, I don't know if this was a good visit or not. Somehow I've given you the okay to do your King G or whatever it is you're calling yourself. So get out of here. Go get that done. Find out from everybody and let me know when we're going to do it, because we'll get – for some reason I will be interviewing a baby on this show.
I love it.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Bottom of the 4th, Potters on top.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank.
Chaz McNeilis will start us off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Then Quincy Marlboro and Jackson Norton against Drew Perry on for his 2nd inning of work. He gave up a run on a hit back in the 3rd inning, so he will face McNeilis, who has 2 hits and 2 RBI. And they were about as different as they could get. One of them was a sun-aided pop-up to left field, and the other one was a frozen rope to right field. So he's 2 for 2. He is 3 for 6 on the season with 3 runs batted in. The left-hander takes outside, and I guess he's going to be my guest next time he's not playing, and he's got his son in town or at the park, I guess he's going to be up here with his 500,000 Instagram followers. And for once, I might even let Evan do the interview, so because he knows all about it. Well, no, I'm not going to do that, but I'll ask him about it. I'll use him as a resource is what I'll do. 500, oh, man. We could use some viral sensations around here. Popped up, left side. Shortstop Rain Miller goes out. Left fielder comes in, and it's the left fielder making the play, and that's Levi Van Patten. So McNeilus flies to left field for the first out here in the fourth, and Quincy Malbrough, who was grounded to the third and had an RBI single, comes to the plate. Quincy out of Loomis, California, and Purdue University. As we go to the bottom of the fourth inning on country night out here, we have mechanical bulls, we have horses outside, we have everybody wearing boots, we have Max the intern wearing a cowboy hat, and we have 24-ounce beers come with a free mechanical bull ride. It's genius. I need someone to go down and I can do a live report from there and see if we're getting anybody doing that. Here's a strike. 1-1 on Malbrough. Quincy, I don't know if he totally agreed with that, but that's the way it's going to be. Perry easily at 90 miles an hour now. The big right-hander out of Sac City College. Gets himself another strike. That one took something off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kind of a weird weather day out here. It was warm. Still warm, but it's like overcast warm. Very pleasant. That is outside for a ball. 2-2 now on Quincy Malbrough. You can kind of see, looking at the broadcast, in left center field, the clouds. They're all over the place that way in that pattern. I don't think it's any alien thing or anything. I think it's just a pattern of clouds. 3-2 coming up to Quincy now. He's followed by Jackson Norton for the Potters today. Potters do have somebody warming up down in the bullpen, a right-hander. Valentine, who's gone 4 innings, and I think his pitch count's probably higher than it's been all season long. Malbrough back up the middle. Rain Miller goes to his left, picks it up. He's going to have to hurry. And he gets him at first base. That's a nice scoop by Timothy Smith over there. So 2 outs. Ray Miller looks very impressive at shortstop. He got Quincy by not a lot over at first base. So 2 outs, and Jackson Norton will be the hitter. Looks like Jacob Gergen warming up in the pen for the Potters, wearing number 30. His parents were here the other night. I don't know that they're back. But Jacob out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So maybe they're not. So here's Norton, who's walked and singled. Takes a strike. 1-1 on Jackson out of Sacramento. 2 home runs on the summer. He is 6 for 20, so that's a crisp 300. Takes inside for a ball, 2-1. Great crowd out here tonight. First of a 3-game series against Peloteros. Eli Garcia managing one team, Isaiah Garcia the other. Although I don't know if Eli will make it tomorrow night, since that championship game. There's a check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Is at 4 o'clock, so we'll see. Best of luck to the Roseville Tigers, going to their second straight NorCal championship game. Swing and a miss. 3-2 on Jackson Norton. And that is call strike 3. Good inning for Drew Perry. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. We go to the fifth. Potters on top 7-2.
Hi, Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Chris Fisher leading us off here in the top of the fifth, what makes him the first batter in the Farmers' fifth inning. So if he makes an out any which way, I'll say any which way but loose tonight because it's country night, then it will be half price on Farmers Brewing Company down at the Brick and Barrel backyard, or a good place to get a beer bar. And if you pay for a 12-ounce, you get a 24-ounce, and then you could parlay that into a visit to the Mechanical Bull and get a free ride. It's confusing, but it's worth it. He pops one up right side out of play. Chris has been hit by a pitch and singled, so he is 1 for 1. I have this elaborate scheme where you pay for 12, you get 24, and you go take the Mechanical Bull. I don't know that people are taking advantage of that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to send somebody down to get a tally and see how many riders we've had that have got 24-ounce beers. Fisher swings and misses, 0-2. Jacob Gergen out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, University of New Mexico. This is probably his, I'm going to say, third appearance of the summer. Fisher steps out. Chris from Sierra College out in center field for Peloteros tonight. First of a 3-gamer, and now Gergen says, come on out here, Cooper Smith. We need to talk things over. We have not been the battery so far this summer, and we got to get our signals straight. I don't want to lose this first hitter. Peloteros, as we've seen, they've got 2 in the first inning on the Wasselchuk home run, but they also had the bases loaded back in the third, and Ballantyne had to strike out Martinez and Sui to shut down that rally. So they have been on base, 3 hits, and 3 free passes issued by Ballantyne. He was 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 2, he hit 1, and he struck out 6. And Andrew is in position to get his 3rd win of the summer if the Potters hold on to this 7-2 lead. Gergen's slider is outside, 1-2. Ballantyne obviously gave up 2 runs, which he had not done, and so that's 1 pitch to Wasselchuk that Andrew actually is more of a credit, I think, to him than it was a bad pitch from Ballantyne. But other than that, I think Andrew probably a little bit, that one is rolled out towards shortstop. It's going to be a tough play for Bland over to first, and he didn't get him. He didn't get him because Fisher beat it out. which means he is not making an out, which is not good for the people who want half-off farmers, although in the past, Willie has said if the batter makes out on the base pass, it still counts. So we'll see if that happens. If he gets forced at second or is thrown out stealing, still counts, Evan. I know we're trying to give people a break, but that has been Willie's rule from the beginning on the Farmer's Fifth. Here's Rain Miller. The shortstop has hit into a fielder's choice, and he's done it again. So he's 2 fielder's choices. And both times he forced Mr. Fisher. If he does it again, then obviously that's Farmer's 5th inning. Fastball in there for a strike by Gergen. 86 miles an hour for Jacob. He stands 6'2" and 175. Hope his parents are watching. We have Dawson Raddick's parents in the house, Dan and Kim, out from Gretna, Nebraska. Great to see them and meet them outside. Although they were sad they did not get to meet Stones McCoy, which is one of the only times I've ever been able to say that. Stones hopefully will be back with us tomorrow. Good lead over there by Fisher. 1-1 pitch, call strike 2. Perfect spot by Gergen. Got the bottom of the strike zone. The Peloteros have somebody warming up. Their starter, O'Neill, went 2, and Perry has now gone 2. Chopped at the plate and fouled down. Ends up down the third base line in the dugout. So we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rain Miller followed by Andrew Wasselchuk, who has homered and walked tonight. Piper the Peacock, who has been kind of absent. He made his big appearance and then has kind of been out of the spotlight, but he's back now. He's got his dance contest coming up pretty soon. So he's got to get limbered up for that. Again, Fisher, big lead, and Gergen says too big, and he goes back over to first to Jackson Norton. One ball, 2 strikes, and Gergen will go back to first again. Oh, if you missed the big news, we made a commitment to have a guest in some future third inning, a baby with 500,000 Instagram followers. So that's the big news. Looks like Luke Williams, a right-hander, is that gentleman down in the bullpen for Peloteros. As Gergen goes to the plate, swing and a miss. The throw to second base is John. He got him. He is out at second base. The throw was perfect by Cooper Smith. But to me, it looked like it was a little bit late. But the umpire stared at it, and that means that since that's Fisher, that means 50% off Farmers. So, I mean, true to his word, Willie says, let's go with it. And that was the 3rd strike on Rain Miller. So a big double play. Strike him out, throw him out, double play for the Potters. And that kind of, I don't know if he's already done the double today, but that is a double play, and it would get you a row of free double-doubles. I don't know if we've already done that today. Maybe. Oh, yeah, Cooper Smith had a double earlier, so we've probably already done that. I like to look out for that one because it's my favorite. Wasselchuk takes the ball down low. Andrew with a home run back in the 1st and then walked in the 3rd. He is out of Monterey Peninsula College. Was formerly at Sierra College. Big right-handed hitter. He's out in right field today, which has turned into tonight. Off-speed pitch, he went after it and had visions of that one and didn't make contact. Evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. I think he'd even picked out the tree in left field he was going to hit that one off of. But unfortunately, step 1 is contact, and was not able to complete that step. Swings and misses at that fastball, and that's Gergen's at 87. That's Jacob, maybe his best fastball of the summer right there. Threw it right by Wasselchuk. It is 1-2 on Andrew. Thanks everybody who's checking us out on Lincoln Potters Baseball on YouTube or Stones Broadcast Networks on YouTube. We urge you to continue to check us out, but also to go ahead and subscribe to one or both of the networks so you never miss a game. Inside, just missed the corner. Big numbers on the game from Wednesday against Concord Zephyrs. But I like their team a lot. Again, need to work on their logo, but I like their team a lot. A lot of teams in that Bay Area Collegiate League. I like the Chico Lone Wolves, too. I thought they were a very good ball club. We played them a couple of times. Looking forward to playing the California Tigers a little bit later in the season as well. And that is strike three. Good inning for Jacob Gergen, aided by the thrown-out runner at second base. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Potters on top, 7-2.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Potters leading this one 7-2. The new pitcher for the Peloteros is Luke Williams. Comes to us from Ohlone College. And he will face Tristan Russell, then Cooper Smith and Carson Moore. 7, 8, and 9 for the Potters, who lead this one 7-2. Drew Perry was in for 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 1. Actually, I think the Peloteros pitchers have done better than the score indicates. O'Neill gave up 6 runs, but only 3 of them were earned unofficially. So in a 7-2 game, Potters with 4 earned runs. There's a swing and a miss. Russell, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tristan has walked and grounded out. Actually, make that a 2-run single and grounded out, and that's a grounder out to Rain Miller at short. And his throw to first gets by the first baseman, and Russell will reach base on the error. Third error for Peloteros. And Tristan is on for the second time. A single, a ground out, and reached on an error. And that will bring up Cooper Smith, who has struck out and then smashed a double at the base of the wall out in center field in his appearance back in the 3rd inning. One of the more impressive balls hit this summer that didn't leave the park. Left-handed hitter out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Utah Tech University. He's got Russell at first. Tristan always a threat to take off. Williams to the plate, and it is a ball too high. Just a little bit high to Russell. 83 miles an hour from Luke Williams. Carson Moore to follow here. We are in the bottom of inning number 5. First of a 3-game series. Russell bluffs it, and it's a ball, 2-0. Tristan out of Cypress, Texas. Back for a second season as a Potter, and he is very welcome back here in the city of Lincoln and Placer County to a larger extent. Takes a strike, 2-1. I think he thought that Russell might be going on that one, and Cooper takes it. So Russell at first, Smith at the plate. One of 2 players from Utah Tech University, along with Mats Madsen, on the Potters roster. At least, right now, they might get another one. Who knows? Cooper takes a strike. 2-2 on the Potters catcher. He's 3 for 8 coming in, had 6 runs batted in coming in. Now he's 4 for 10. Scored a run back in the 3rd inning. Stole 3rd and then scored on a ground out. That is outside. The runner does go. The throw is in time, and he's out at second base. That's a fine throw right there by the catcher, Ethan Suey. And Russell is out at second. Pitch was outside. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that just was a perfect pitch for Suey to throw on. He has a left-handed batter. It's an outside pitch. Came in about 74, 75 miles an hour, easy to handle, and he just gunned it down to second base. 3-2 pitches called, strike 3. So Williams gets the strikeout. That is the 4th strikeout for Peloteros pitching today. And it'll bring up Carson Moore, who was struck out and walked. Tonight's 3rd baseman, Carson Moore, out of Cameron Park, California, and San Diego State University. Member of a section winning team at Del Oro High School. Carson takes a strike. Williams at 85 on that one. It is country night out here. We've got a lot of cowboy boots, some cowboy hats. See another couple down there to my right. Horses out in front, mechanical bull downstairs. Beer specials. Beer bull specials. It's a crazy night. Lemonade, the lemonade stand downstairs, which isn't usually there, I don't think. Swing and a miss by Carson Moore. 1-2. Tomorrow, 7:05 again. Peloteros once again the opposition. And then Sunday, 1:05. Popped out of play. That will be the last Sunday afternoon game of the season. There are, looks like 4 more Sunday games, but they'll be at 6:05. They are all, I think, PEL games. So come on out. Sails that one high. And check out. We got a 3-game series. And then on Tuesday, another team from the Bay Area Collegiate League, the South Placer Stonecutters. Stonemasons would have been a good name too. Stonecutters are in town for a 6:35 first pitch. That is just a little bit too high. So the Stonecutters out of South Placer will come in for just that single game on Tuesday. Then the Peloteros come back on the weekend. That's lifted high up in the air, left center field. Van Patten moves over, center fielder comes in. He can't make the play. It drops in left center field. So that ball was hit pretty high up in the air, and somehow it found its way to the ground safely, and Moore has himself a base hit. First hit off Williams, and that'll bring up Jordy Lopez. So Carson is 1 for 2. Looks like we have we have a little bit of a quirk here. That's okay. So we got Tuesday, the Stonecutters. Then Wednesday is off. Thursday and Friday and Saturday, Peloteros. That's what it is. So Thursday will be 6:35. Chopper out to shortstop. Miller is going to go the short way to second for the fourth, and that's the end of the inning. We'll go to the sixth. Potters on top 7-2.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of inning number 6, it'll be Kellen Martinez and then Ethan Suey and Devin Savala against Jacob Gergen. The second pitcher for the Potters struck out 2, gave up a single in his first inning of work. That single was erased on a stolen base, or an unsuccessful stolen base. And Martinez, who struck out twice against Ballantyne, the left-hander, now up against the right-hander, Jacob Gergen. Ballantyne, 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts, trying to get his 3rd win of the summer. Gergen's fastball misses the outside corner. 86 from Jacob Gergen. I think he's topped out at 87 so far tonight when he threw one past Wasselchuk in the 5th. Breaking ball, that's a beauty. It's 2-1. Piper with his dance contest. Looked like most of the members of the Bombers team that's selling 50-50 tickets. And now he's trying to talk to him and trying to explain his choice on the winner. Martinez takes high, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 4 hits on the night for the Peloteros. Check swing, but it's a called strike. 3-2. Nice breaking ball toward the back foot of Martinez. He couldn't do anything with it, so it's a full count. Potters with some activity in their pin. Same with the, that is a beautiful pitch. It bends in over the outside corner for the call, 3rd strike. So Martinez strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. 2nd time looking, and it brings up Ethan Suey. The catcher has grounded out and struck out. Looks like Tyler Vargas warming up for the Potters, the newcomer out of Rancho Cordova and Wagner College. I believe Wagner's the Seahawks. I think we have somebody else from Wagner. That's crazy. Got to get that. Looks like we have a pinch hitter, Dante Ruggiero, number 26, hitting for Suey, and no doubt coming in behind the plate. So Ruggiero coming here for the first time. Swings and misses out of Sierra College. So Suey was 0 for 2 while he was in there. Ruggiero taking his spot, a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Check swing, back to the backstop. 1-2. Looks like Bryson Ruiz from Sierra College is warming up in the bullpen as that one's inside. He's a left-hander. Wearing number 0 for Peloteros. So Ruiz for Peloteros, Vargas for the Potters. Activity in both pens here in the top of inning number 6. Ripped down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Ruggiero's getting around first. He's headed for second. Chasing it is Malbrough in the corner. And Dante Ruggiero decides, hey, I'm going to stick with 2. And he's got himself a double with 1 out here in the 6th. 5th hit for Peloteros. That one perfectly placed down the third base line and hit very hard as well. That'll bring up Devin Zavala, the infielder out of Cosumnes River College. He is grounded back to the pitcher and grounded to second base. Both of those against Ballantyne. Facing Jacob Gergen for the first time here with Ruggiero down at second base. Breaking ball perfectly placed. Strike 1, 0-1. A lot of room at second base for Ruggiero. That one is outside. Make plans now. The big PEL opener, the 3-game series against the rivals from the north, the Humboldt Crabs. That's June 16th, 17th, and 18th. I have my Thirsty Thursday in there. There's a Wine and Wiener Wednesday in there. Evan loves Wine and Wiener Wednesday. We've got to work on our pairing menu, though. Which wine goes with the brat, which wine goes with the Polish sausage, which with the plain hot dog, which with a bacon-wrapped hot dog. I would think it's got to be a robust red with a bacon-wrapped hot dog. But I would think the regular hot dog, maybe a light, a dry Riesling or something. I don't know. There are people who do these things. We've got to do it. You got to have a pairing menu because it's a huge night. It's one of the more popular nights around, Wine and Wiener Wednesday. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Although, again, we said this on Wednesday, when you weren't here, you'd rarely see someone walking around with a hot dog in one hand and a wine in another because they're down different baselines. You got to split people. If there's 2 of you, one goes left, one goes right, come back, 2 dogs, 2 wines. It's a great promotion. That's lined into right field. Coming on is Lopez, and Jordy will make the catch in right center field. Hit pretty well for the second out of the inning. And Levi Van Patten, the scheduled hitter. And it's Marcus Mickle instead. So Mickle automatically becomes the dueling dogs batter. If he strikes out, it's half off beer, dueling dogs. And if you get a 24-ounce dueling dogs, you pay for 12 ounces and get a free mechanical bull ride. It's the best thing ever. So Mickle out of West Valley Community College, the West Valley Vikings, I believe. Swings and misses at an off-speed pitch from Gergen, who might be pitching his final inning today. We might see Vargas in the 7th. You know, you never know with Eli. If he gets 3 or 4 out of his starters, he's usually 2 innings or so for each reliever. Usually is the way they do that. It varies, though. 0-1 coming up. Mickle takes down low for a ball. Yeah, no reliever as far as I can tell by going back. Actually, we had one that went 3 innings. Fastball, good pitch. Strike 2. I think that was actually Jordy Lopez as a pitcher back on the 25th. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, just 1 pitch away from that half off, which we got out of the dueling dog batter last time when it was Van Patten. Gergen delivers. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So dueling dogs rejoice, it's half off. Potters fans rejoice. We go to the bottom of the 6th. You're on top 7-2.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place.
It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of inning number 6, Bryson Ruiz is out on the mound, the left-hander out of Sierra College, and he'll face a pinch hitter. His first batter, Matt Madsen, will take a seat, and Jackson Henderson out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, will be our hitter. He takes a strike from Bryson Ruiz. Luke Williams went an inning, gave up a hit, and had a strikeout, no runs. Ruiz breaking ball in there for a strike. Henderson out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Shelton State, which I think are the Buccaneers. That one sails high and outside. Ruggiero in behind the plate. He was the pinch hitter for Suey. Drops one in, strike 3 call. Big breaking ball gets the strikeout. 5th strikeout by the Peloteros pitchers, who have by and large been very effective. O'Neill went 2 innings, gave up 5 hits and 6 runs, but only 3 of those were earned. He was kind of betrayed by the defense. Perry 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, and Williams 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs. And now Ruiz gets to strike out his first batter, and here's Perrin Bland. Potter's shortstop takes outside corner for a strike. He has walked, reached on an error, and grounded to second. So 0 for 2 for Bland today. 16 for 31 on the summer with 13 runs batted in. Chop it down to third. That is Cruz Lopez across the diamond. Nice catch over there by Timothy Smith at first base for the out, and quickly 2 up and 2 down for the Potters in the 6th. And Chaz McNeilis will be the hitter. He is tonight's designated hitter. He's got a couple of singles. He's got a couple of runs batted in. He's also flied out to left, so 2 for 3. Chaz takes a nice breaking ball. Ruiz, really good command so far here in his short appearance. He is ahead in the count, no balls and 1 strike. That one misses outside. McNeilus does a good job to hold off on that one. Evens the count up at 1-1. Misses outside with that. 2-1. He's going to get a new ball as Ethan Groves comes out in the on-deck circle for Quincy Malbrough. That's a lifted foul outside of third. It'll go to 2-2. Two and two on Chaz McNeilus, Las Vegas, Nevada, the hometown for the Potters' designated hitter. Lifts that one into left center. Left fielder coming over, reaches up and makes the play. That's well, it was Van Patten, but it is Marcus Mickle making the play out in left field. So good inning for the newcomer Bryson Ruiz. We go to the top of inning number 7. Potters on top 7-2.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of inning number 7. We still have Jacob Gergen out there, E. Okay, very good. Everybody else has changed, apparently. Now Ethan Groves is now in left field. Jordy Lopez has moved from right to center. Jackson Norton is in right. Luke Euler has taken over at third. Perrin Bland still in short. Tristan Russell at second. But now Jackson Henderson is at first. Cooper Smith behind the plate. And our pitcher is still Jacob Gergen, working his 3rd inning. And he gets a swing and a miss from Timothy Smith, who struck out and walked so far. So 0 for 1. So Carson Moore is out for Luke Euler. And that one misses the outside corner. Ballantyne went the first 4, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. Looks like Will Munoz, the right-hander from Sac City, now loosening up for the Peloteros, who's had pretty good relief pitching so far today. There's a nice pitch right there by Gergen. Finds the knees on the outside corner at 85 for a strike. Gets him ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Misses that one, kind of flies out of the hand a little early. 2-2 against Timothy Smith from Sierra College, playing at first base today. Cruz Lopez is scheduled next, and then Chris Fisher. Inside, spins him away, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Again, want to thank Dan and Kim Raddick out from Gretna, Nebraska to watch Dawson, and they came up to say hello before the game as Smith gets the base on balls. We love it when the parents from far aflung, well, even the close end, but far aflung, come by when they make their summer trip out to Lincoln, which who doesn't? I mean, come on. Looks like we've got Aiden McKinnon coming up to bat for Lopez. So McKinnon in here for Lopez, who was 1 for 2 while he was in there. And that's outside. Aiden out of Jessup University will probably take over at third base for Cruz Lopez. One ball and no strikes with nobody out here in the 7th. Peloteros scored 2 in the first inning on the Wasselchuk home run. Since then, the Potters pitching has held them down pretty well, as they have a total of 5 hits, 3 against Ballantyne, 2 against Gergen. Short lead at first by Timothy Smith. Fastball misses outside. 2-1. Gergen at 6'2" out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Working in his 3rd inning tonight after Ballantyne went the first 4. That one also outside. So McKinnon hasn't had to really operate much. 3 balls and 1 strike, and Cooper Smith's going to go out and have a word with his pitcher. Chris Fisher at the top of the order, scheduled next. As Cooper Smith comes back and kind of trudges back, really, to get to a spot behind home plate. 3 balls and 1 strike on the pinch hitter Aiden McKinnon. Swing and a miss. There's a good fastball that we've seen from Gergen tonight. That one gets by McKinnon and makes it 3 balls and 2 strikes. Same 2 teams tomorrow night. Same start time, 7:05 from McBean Stadium. McKinnon takes call, strike 3, and throws his hands up in an exaggerated super shrug emoji, and he is out on strikes. That's Gergen's 5th strikeout and 11th strikeout for Potters pitchers tonight, as Ballantyne had 6. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Chris Fisher in the top of the order. Chris out of Sierra College has been hit by a pitch, singled and singled. So he is 2 for 2 and has been on base all 3 times. One of those times was against Gergen, the first 2 against Ballantyne. Right-handed hitting center fielder. Watches that one, the slider outside, 1-0. Potters 8-0 on the season. And they've got a couple of more non-league games until the 16th, as we said, when they start that 3-game series against the Humboldt Crabs right here at McBean Stadium, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Fantastic talent out on the field, and got some rivalry working, I think, with Humboldt. I think there's some rivalry there. And, of course, both in the PEL. Those will be the first PEL games. That's outside. 3-1, or 3-0 on Chris Fisher. Everybody in the PEL, of course, just trying to upset the Healdsburg Prune Packers. So Packers and the Crabs and the Potters, of course, Medford Rogues, Solano Mudcats, West Coast Kings, and Marysville Giants. That was ball 4. So Fisher's on for the 4th time tonight. And that'll move Timothy Smith down to second base. And Rain Miller, the shortstop, will come out. But first, Eli Garcia is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Gergen, again, working in his third inning. And I think Eli's going to make a move to the pen. And we'll get that new pitcher for you when we come back. We're in the top of inning number 7. Potters on top 7-2.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
We are back in the top of the 7th inning. Potters on top 7-2. Dylan Schmidt is our new pitcher, the right-hander from Roseville, California, and Cal State San Marcos. He will come on to face Rain Miller with runners at first and second and 1 out. First pitch is inside and resetting the outfield. I gave you some bad information. It's Groves in left, it's Norton in right, and Ryan Jackson is in center field for the Potters. So Lopez is out, Ryan Jackson is in. And here's Miller. Chops it foul. Rain is hit into a fielder's choice twice and struck out. So 0 for 3 so far tonight for the shortstop out of Jessup University. One out and 2 on for Peloteros, with Wasselchuk on deck, and we've seen what he can do back in the first inning. Schmidt delivers inside. 2-1. So Gergen, 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits. He struck out 5. He is responsible for the runners on base. Right now he did walk 1. It makes Schmidt the third pitcher for the Potters, and Dillon inside again. So he's a pitch away from loading the bases with Wasselchuk coming up to the plate. That's hit hard but foul down the third baseline. Miller was just waiting on that one. He knew it had to come over, and he was on it, but he was on it a little too quickly. And he's run the count full to 3-2. We'll see if the runners are going. Smith at second, Fisher at first. And Schmidt's ready to go 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3. A lot of called third strikes tonight, and Miller is the latest victim. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Andrew Wasselchuk, who had a home run down the right field line in the first inning, walked in the third, and then struck out in the 5th. First 2 were against Ballantyne. The one in the 5th was against Jacob Gergen. And now he faces Dylan Schmidt, the semi-submariner out of Cal State San Marcos. Outfield straightaway and deep for Wasselchuk. Takes a breaking ball that sails inside. 1-0. Check the runner at second base. 1-0 pitch. That messes with the inside corner but misses it, so it's 2-0 now to Wasselchuk. Kellen Martinez, the DH, is scheduled next. I think that's number 34. I think that's Cade Robertson in the on-deck circle. But we'll see if the situation arises. Right now it's all Wasselchuk, and he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Chopper back to the pitcher. Over the pitcher's head. It's going to be a tough play for anybody and not going to be made. Thought it was going to come down to Schmidt, but as soon as I saw it was hit farther than that, not a chance for Tristan Russell coming in. And it's an infield single, and it does load the bases, and that makes that 44. That's Jared Hackney out of Jessup University. He will be the pinch hitter for Martinez and become the new DH. Martinez was 0 for 3 while he was in there, and here's Jared Hackney. He's a catcher, first baseman, third baseman, outfielder from William Jessup University, and he's up here in a big spot right now with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 7th. Schmidt got Wasselchuk to hit a soft grounder. That's a strike. But he just put it in a perfect spot, and nothing anybody could do about it. And loads the bases with Smith at third, Fisher at second, and Wasselchuk at first. 0-1 pitch coming from Schmidt. Hackney pops it up. Probably going to get out of play. Cooper Smith giving chase. And it is out of play over behind us. And it's quickly 0-2 on the pinch hitter. And we assume new DH, Jared Hackney. Pirates have been in some tight spots. We had the 2-run home run by Wasselchuk. Then the Peloteros loaded the bases in the third. They've had runners in seemingly every inning, but haven't been able to push any across. And now they've got the bases loaded again. Hackney swings and misses. He struck him out. A big strikeout by Dylan Schmidt. So the Potters get out of it with no problems. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Potter fans will stretch, and they've got a 7-2 lead.
You are laborers rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
Potters fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the 7th inning, a lot of excitement in here as the Bombers, who've been selling 50-50, just gave away, well, Willie announced the ticket, $537 to the winner, $537 back to the Bombers. So well done by the Bombers, and they all were in here singing and, carrying on for the middle of the 7th inning. And right now it's going to be Ethan Groves starting us off. He is in for Quincy Malbrough, left-handed hitter out of Elk Grove, California, and Sac City College. And the left-hander is against the right-hander, the new pitcher, Will Munoz from Sac City, the 5th pitcher. O'Neill, Perry, Williams, Ruiz, and Munoz. Ruiz 1 inning and 1 strikeout, and he gave up no hits and no runs. And the relief pitchers have gone 4 innings and just allowed 2 hits and 1 run for Peloteros since that big first inning when the Potters scored 3 times. Actually, 3 times in the first and 3 times in the second. Then the relievers took over, and all those 6 runs were not earned. 1 ball and 1 strike on Groves. Swings and misses. Nice off-speed pitch from Munoz. Gets him ahead in the count, 1-2. And it's called strike 3. Groves is out for the first out of the inning, and Jackson Norton is scheduled next. Jackson started off in first base today. I think he is out in right field now for the Potters. And he has walked, he has singled, and he has struck out. So Norton out of Sacramento has a pair of home runs on the season and takes a strike over the inside corner from Munoz. Swings and misses at that one. Got a late start at it. And quickly behind 0-2 is Jackson Norton. 6 for 21 on the year with those 2 home runs. Outside and low. Dante Ruggiero is the catcher. Came on and back in about the 5th inning for Suey. That's hit down the left field line, well out of play. It was a breaking ball in the inside corner, and Norton turned on it and fouled it out of play. So we'll get another shot at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mickle, Fisher, and Wasselchuk in the outfield. McKinnon at third, Miller at short, Savala and Smith in the infield, along with Ruggiero, and on the mound is Munoz, number 9, out of Sac City. Fastball, and that's called strike 3. Inordinate number of called third strikes today. That is the 5th strikeout in a row for the Potters that make that 6th strikeout in a row that has been called. In fact, as I look back, it looks like all the strikeouts for the Potters have been looking at the called third strike, 7 out of 7. That's unofficial, of course, but it's a kind of an anomaly. We've had 1, 2, just 2 it looks like for the Peloteros. Swing and a miss by Tristan Russell, who singled in 2 runs, grounded out, and reached on an error. Had the big hit back in the first inning, a 2-out, 2-run single. Potters put up 3 in the first and 3 in the second. That's in the dirt, goes back to the backstop. 1-1 on Tristan Russell. Swing and a miss, off speed pitch. 1-2. Tristan now 7 of 20 on the season, so 350 for the average for the second baseman out of Cypress, Texas. Swings and misses at that one. And a good inning for Munoz. He gets all three via the strikeout. That one swinging. We'll go to the top of inning number 8. Peloteros trails 7-2.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of inning number 8, our new pitcher, Dawson Raddick. Mom and Dad are in the crowd from Nebraska, from Gretna, Nebraska, and Dawson out on the mound. He'll face Dante Ruggiero, the first batter, the catcher, who was doubled in this game. He pinch hit, doubled back in the 6th. And after him will be Devin Savala and Marcus Mickle. So Raddick out on the mound. Submariner delivers, and it's called a ball. I wanted it to be a strike. 1 ball and no strikes. Great to meet Dan and Kim before the game. And now they've got Dawson on the mound in inning number 8. Swing and a miss. Ruggiero from Sierra College. So Willie Preston, very familiar with him as he does the announcing out there for Sierra College, has for years. Just does a great job out there and here. 1-1 coming up from Raddick. Hit sharply to the right of second base. Backhanded the throw to first. The tag applied. No, couldn't make the tag. It's an infield single. Russell with a leaping jump throw back across his body, but he couldn't get it on the bag. Henderson came off with trying to tag Ruggiero going by, but Dante has his second hit, 7th hit for the Peloteros. And here's Devin Savala. I think Devin, the second baseman, has grounded out twice and flied to right. Chops it down the first baseline foul as Henderson tries to make the stop over there. Looks like we might have Lamont Buford coming on to pinch hit for Mickle. 0-1 coming up. Fouled out of play by Sabala. Quickly 0-2 with Ruggiero over at first base. And Lamont Buford on deck. Maybe it's Bufford. Lamont Bufford. Okay, we'll go with that. Out of Cabrillo College. He is loosening up in the on-deck circle, but right now it's all about Sabala. Swings and misses. And he is down on strikes. That is the 14th strikeout for Potter's pitchers. And now Lamont Bufford will be the hitter. Wearing number 20. So Bufford coming up here with 1 out and 1 on. He is followed by Timothy Smith in the Peloteros order. Bufford, left-handed hitter against the right hitter Dawson Raddick. Ruggiero over at first base. That's fouled off. 0-1 quickly on Bufford. Potters and Peloteros tomorrow 7:05, Sunday 1:05. LincolnPotters.com for tickets and information. A lot coming up in the schedule for the remainder of June, so you want to get on top of it. Get your tickets now. That's a beautiful pitch, but it misses the outside corner. 1-1. Got Peloteros next weekend. You've got, as I said, Humboldt coming in on the 16th, 17th, and 18th for some PEL action. It gets real. It gets really real then. That is outside, bounces off the glove, but not far enough away for Ruggiero to try to advance. Down by 5 runs. Potters loosening up somebody in their bullpen, and Peloteros doing the same in theirs. As we are in the top of inning number 8 here from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with the Big E. Evan running the show today. That's sliced foul into the screen. Goes to 2-2 on the pitch hitter Bufford. We're assuming he's going to go out in left field. Alex Krosno, wearing number 15, out of Westmont College, is that individual in the Peloteros pen, who we may see in the bottom of inning number 8. Munoz was very impressive in the 7th. Raddick to the plate, outside all the way back to the backstop, and going down to second on a wild pitch will be Ruggiero. Looks like Noah Madsen primed to make another closing appearance for the Potters as he is loosening up down the pin. So Raddick trying to set it up for Noah Madsen here. Full count on Bufford. And that is a ball 4. So he gets the base on balls, puts runners at first and second. And Timothy Smith, the first baseman, who struck out once, he's walked twice, comes up here with a chance to do some damage in the top of the 8th inning for Peloteros. Aiden McKinnon is scheduled next. But it's all about Timothy Smith here. And he misses low and outside. 1-0 on Timothy Smith. He is from Sierra College. The Sierra College Wolverines, of course. Good lead at second base out there. Raddick to the plate. Swing and a miss, and look out, there goes the bat. Into the on-deck circle for the Potters. Fortunately, there's nobody in there, so it's okay. And maybe more importantly, it's a strike. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike, and Smith just kind of saunters over and picks up the bat. Here comes the bat kid, bat boy. You need anything? He brings out some stuff, some stickum. We've seen a lot of thrown bats so far this summer. That was not, I think for distance, that might have been number 4. It was not so impressive, you know. We're going to call a timeout for the batter to get everything ready. We don't want bats flying around. We did have one which I'd never seen before, which is 2 pitches in a row the bat went flying earlier in the season, which should be some kind of violation, but it isn't. Raddick misses outside, 2-1. Smith, then McKinnon, then the top of the order. The Peloteros, as we said, they've been kind of threatening. They scored 2 in the first, but they've had the bases loaded twice since then, and they've had runners on in every inning and haven't been able to push them across, and they've got 2 more on here in the 8th. That's a good pitch right there. It swung on and missed by Smith. 2-2. Potters picked up 3 early unearned runs, and if not for those, this would be a lot tighter here in the top of inning number 8. As the Potters only with 2 hits since the second inning. Here comes Raddick, 2-2. That's fouled off by Smith. Good leader. Ruggiero really getting a good lead at second base. I think he would easily score on any base hit to the outfield. Bufford over at first after he walked in his first appearance at the plate. Raddick working with Cooper Smith behind the plate. That is outside. That's a nice short hop by Smith. I really think that Ruggiero wants to take off back at second. We're at full count right here. Smith probably looking out over the outside of the plate because that's where Raddick has been coming. Let's see if Dawson can cross him up here on a 3-2 pitch. There goes the runners. The pitch is fouled out of play. Again, Ruggiero way down. Well, there's no line between second and third, but if there was, he'd be way down it. Maybe like on today, it would be a country line because it's country line dancing because it's country night. Wonder if the mechanical bull is done for the day. Is he taking the day off? You think he is? He wrapped it up, put the old blanket on the shoulders and said, I got to go. I got to go back to the kids. There is ball 4. So a single and a couple of walks here, and we got a loaded bases situation with Aiden McKinnon, the next scheduled hitter out of Jessup University. Aiden came on in the 7th inning and struck out. We're going to have a meeting at the mound with Nate Kujarski going out there. And he's getting everybody together with a bases loaded situation, talking about what they're going to do if the ball's hit here, what they're going to do if the ball's hit there. Umpire says, I'll let you have a little bit of a chat and figure things out, but then I'm going to come out and break things up. Because quite frankly, I'm recording stuff and I got to get home. He probably records Matlock and stuff like that, but that's, those seasons are over. They're on summer hiatus now, sir. If he's a big screaming guy, the umpire, I would think. Yep, Peacock. So here's McKinnon. Aiden out of Jessup University comes up here with this situation. He could do some real damage to the Potters. It is a 7-2 game, but only 1 out in the inning. Potters obviously at double play depth, even at the corners. Although Euler is a little bit up at third. And then McKinnon fouls it back to the screen. So Henderson's back at first. Euler is up at third. So you think Luke would probably come home with it. Cruz Lopez started at third. He was 1 for 2. Then McKinnon came on in the 7th. He is 0 for 1 so far. He's up here in a big situation in the 8th. Call strike 2. Looked like McKinnon timed that one, was going to swing, decided not to, and then couldn't do anything about it. Oh, and 2. Chris Fisher on deck, top of the order. McKinnon pops that one out of play. Third bases loaded situation for the Peloteros. So far, they haven't been able to push anything across, but McKinnon up there doing his best, but he has a 0-2 count. Dawson Raddick on the mound for the Potters. McKinnon chops it out towards second base. Second step on second, one, throw to first, double play. Tristan Russell pulls them out of the jam. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Potters getting by the skin of their teeth. They're up 7-2.
Potters fans want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of inning number 8 from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with the Big E over there on the controls. Cooper Smith will start us off. Alex Krosno is the new pitcher, number 15 out of Westmont College. He will face Smith, then Luke Euler, and Ryan Jackson. That one's ripped to left center field. On his horse, the center fielder reaches up and makes the catch. That's a real fine play out there by Chris Fisher to retire Cooper Smith, who hit the ball very hard for the second time. He doubled back in the 3rd inning. So 1 out, and that'll bring up for his first time Luke Euler. He took over for Carson Moore, who was 1 for 2. We had, between innings, we did the traditional Friends in Low Places sing-along we do in the bottom of the 8th, and they gave the mic to, I believe it was Ethan Johnson and Andrew Ballantyne, and they were doing the crooning. And then, what did you think, E? He gave them 2 thumbs up. Well done. They did put their heart and soul into it, I will say that. They were crooning. So here's Euler. Out of Rockland, California, left-hand hitter. Takes outside. University of Nevada, Reno. We said Moore was 1 for 2, so he is still at 500 on the summer. Euler is in at third base. Takes a fastball, but it's outside. Alex Krosno from Westmont College is the sixth pitcher. And O'Neill started, gave up 6 of the runs on 5 hits, just 3 of them earned. He was much better than the numbers indicate. And then Perry, Williams, Ruiz, Munoz, and now Krosno, they have been very effective. Only 2 hits allowed since the second inning. 3-1 pitches right down the middle, 3-2. 91 from Krosno. So again, we've had 3 unearned runs for the Potters. Out of their 7, that's hung on and missed. Oilers down on strikes. That is the 9th Potter to go down on strikes. With 2 outs, for the first time we'll see Ryan Jackson. Ryan making his first appearance in relief of Jordy Lopez, who was 0 for 2 and had an RBI and scored a run. So yeah, the Peloteros gave up 3 unearned runs in the first 2 innings, and they've left the bases loaded 3 times. So there's a lot for them to build on in this one, and look toward tomorrow and Sunday, the chance to knock off the Potters. Again, we had Eli Garcia managing the Potters. We have Isaiah Garcia managing Peloteros. Hit right back up the middle into center field, and Jackson has himself a base hit. There's that elusive 8th hit for the Potters, and it belongs to Ryan Jackson. And here's Jackson Henderson, who came on as a pitcher in the 6th and struck out for Mads Madsen. He is making his second appearance out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Shelton State, the Shelton State Buccaneers. So yeah, Peloteros turn a couple of hits and a couple of less misplays, and they're right on this one and maybe even winning this one. Ballantyne is in line to be the winning pitcher, and O'Neill would be the loser if everything stays pretty much the same. Jackson takes the lead off first base. That's it down to the left of second base. Zavala has it, flips backhanded to first for the out. So another good inning by the relievers from Peloteros. We go to the 9th inning. Potters on top, 7-2.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it. We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the
Top of inning number 9, Noah Madsen coming on to try to close this one out for the Potters. Noah out of Roseville, California. And he will face the top of the order, which means Chris Fisher, Rain Miller, and Andrew Wasselchuk. So Fisher has been hit by a pitch. He is singled, and he singled, then he walked. So he's been on base all 4 times, and he's 2 for 2. Coming out of Sierra College and facing the big right-hander Noah Madsen. First pitch is down low for a ball. Madsen, I'm going to guess in the 9th game, I'm going to guess it's his 4th appearance. I think it's about right. He has been very impressive. Potters with 5 pitchers. He is the 5th pitcher tonight. Swing and a miss from Fisher. 89 from Madsen. Ballantyne went the first 4, then 2 1/3 for Gergen. 2/3 of an inning for Dylan Schmidt. At Raddick were an inning. And now Madsen. They have allowed 7 hits. Struck out 14. Check swing. It's in there for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes on Fisher. Little chopper, but it'll be foul toward the Potters dugout. So we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rain Miller to follow, and then Wasselchuk. 1, 2, 3 in the order for Peloteros. Country night, a big success out here at McBean Stadium. I don't know that I'll see that many cowboy boots again. Or little horses or mechanical bulls, for that matter. High fly ball right field. Norton goes back a little bit, circles, and makes the catch for the first out. That one got pretty far up in the air there, and Norton finally corralled it and made the catch for the first out, and that will bring up Rain Miller, the shortstop. 0 for 4, 2 fielders' choices, and 2 strikeouts for Rain out of Jessup University. Scored back in the first after he forced Fisher at second, and Wasselchuk hit the 2-run home run, which are the only Peloteros runs, although, as we said, they've threatened with 3 bases-loaded situations. Miller takes down low, pops away on the plate, and a new ball is in as it's 1 ball and no strikes. Great crowd out here tonight. Great Friday night crowd. Perfect weather. Perfect heat level, I'll say. I think it's going to be a little cooler the next 2 days. That's right down the middle. 1-1, and Rain Miller knew it. That was right at 90 for Noah Madsen, which is about where he lives so far this summer. Not a lot of save situations, but he usually comes in to close out these games, and he gets the strike on a swing from Rain Miller right there. 1-2. That one outside. Cooper Smith behind the plate in this one. Catching his 5th different pitcher. Andrew Ballantyne in line to go 3-0. His totals would be 11 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 18 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Chopper foul down the third base line, and just foul down the third base line. So we'll do it again with Rain Miller. Ballantyne named Junior College All-American a couple of days ago for his work out of the bullpen primarily. 49 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Swing and a miss. Gonna have to tag him to make it official, and that's what they do. 15th strikeout for Potters pitchers is Rain Miller. And that'll bring up Andrew Wasselchuk, who homered in the first inning, walked, struck out, and then singled. An infield single back in the 7th. So he is 2 for 3. Has a run scored, has driven in the only 2 for Peloteros. And he's up there now against Noah Madsen. Jared Hackney is scheduled next, if the occasion arises. That is down low from Noah Madsen. Listed at 6'2", 210. Wasilchuk probably about the same, if not a little bit bigger. Although Madsen looks taller than 6'2" to me. And he'll deliver 1-0. Hit sharply to the left to shortstop into center field, a base hit. So Wasilchuk has himself a 3-hit night, and he is on with 2 outs here in the 9th. Very impressive hitting right there. And that'll bring up Jared Hackney, who came on for Martinez in the 7th and struck out with the bases loaded, so he is 0 for 1. So Wasilchuk definitely the hitting star for Peloteros out here, and he's promising to make this an interesting weekend for Potter's pitchers. Hackney swings and fouls that one off, and might have got a little bit of Hackney, unfortunately. Wearing number 44. Got some shiny black shoes there. Very shiny. I don't think there's glitter on there. I just think it's shiny, yeah. I think he shines them up, goes to the shoe shine guy in the corner, gets them shined up for him. I think it's a great idea. It's a fantastic tradition. If you did that and you got a base hit, you'd go back to the shoe shine guy every time. Outside, 1-1. Potters with 3 in the first and 3 in the second and 1 in the third, and that's basically been it. And Peloteros with 2 in the first. So all scoring seemed to be completed after the 3rd inning. And we've just been matching zeros since then with some good pitching performances on both sides. 1-1 to Hackney. Moves him off the plate high and inside. 2-1. If Hackney reaches, Ruggiero is next. And he has a double and a single. So he's been pretty impressive since he came in as well. The catcher out of Sierra College. But it's Hackney, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. A short lead by Wasilchuk at first base. Swing and a miss. Got a big cut at an inside fastball. Upstairs. 2-2. Oh, we got the last strike guy? What? This is fantastic. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's got to get bigger. He's got to get big. He's got to get everybody up. There you go. He's working it. Come on, last strike guy. You can do it. There he goes. I like it. I like it. He's exhorting the crowd. Good. It's country night, though. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's your ball game. Well done, last strike guy. Madsen shuts it down with the 16th strikeout by Potter's pitchers. Our final score, Potter's 7 and Peloteros 2. We've talked about it the whole game, recapping it. Potter scored 3 times in the first and 3 times in the second, 1 time in the third. The Peloteros were complicit in that by committing 3 errors in that time, giving the Potters 3 unearned runs. And after that, it was the story of the Potters pitching. Ballantyne went the first 4 innings, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. Then Gergen, Schmidt, Raddick, and Madsen pitched the remaining 5 with just 5 hits allowed, and they struck out 9. So Potters come up with a big win in Game 1 of this series. The final score is 7-2. Game 2 will be tomorrow at 7:05, and we will have it here for you. On behalf of me, Mark the Phantom Lowe, and the Big E right over there doing a great job, and Stones McCoy, who couldn't quite make it tonight. Hopefully tomorrow we say thank you for watching. We will see you next time.
mama, I'm sure I to handle now, yes I am. Actions speak louder than the words, and I'm a man with the greatest fear. Got to knock on me, but I love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertise the love more praise, and you can face the man with me. But run on, not out of the bed. Tips in love, that little thing with my life, you can't call so mama, I'm sure I to handle now, yes I am. Hey, hard to handle that. Said, baby, here I am, a man on the scene. Give me what you want, but you got to bring it home to me. There's a good no love, and then I got a little more in store. When I get the baby throwing it on, know you'll be around for more. Boy, run on, not out of the bed. Touch that love, pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals, and mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, just a man. Yeah, honey, handle man. Yeah. Chemicals of mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, yes I am.